Ready?
Yeah. All right, good afternoon, Littleton A, Red, family, and friends. We're about ready to face off in game one of the LHA tournament, featuring our Littleton Hawks Red versus the Arapahoe Navy 10U team. Very excited. Should be some good action. I think we have a 1-1 record against this team. We beat them in league play 6-3 near the beginning of the season. And I think we lost to them in the Colorado Springs tournament just around New Year's a couple weeks back. So good matchup today. And let's see if the Littleton Hawks can skate and come up on the winning end here. 12 minutes on the clock. After a couple last minute words from the coach, we'll have our center ice face off. All right, first line out. It's going to be Daisy, Bacon, and Alti. Face off down. One back to the Arapahoe D. D-to-D pass. Pass up. Deflected down into the Littleton D zone. Littleton gets chased into the corner. Puck sent around behind the net. Going to get there first by Arapahoe. Back to the point. Dump back down deep by the Arapahoe D. Littleton D picks it up behind the net. Can't control it. Wrapped around the net. Loose puck. Picked up by Alti. Broken up the wing to Day. Alex skates it up. Centers it for Alti. Alti loses control. Picked up by the D. Forechecking Littleton. They're going to send it up, get it out in the neutral zone. Offsides on Arapahoe there. Did a line change here. And we've got Dawson, Easy, and Fishy out here. Looks like we got Laser wearing the C today and Miles Goad playing D. Shot wide by Arapahoe. Picked up down low by Miles. Passed over to Laser. Laser has it behind the net. Can't come up with it. Sent over to the Arapahoe wing. Centered. Nobody's home. Shot from the slot, and it goes through the legs of Connor, and Arapahoe's up 1-0, 10:38 the first period. Not the start we're looking for, but we can battle back. Let's go, Hawks. We got Ogre, Mike, and who's playing on the lane? Kingseed. Face off, one by Arapahoe. Still loose puck to center ice. Dump down deep into the Littleton end. Littleton deep picks it up, sends it around the board, picked off by Arapahoe. Littleton gets it back. Up to the center. Can't connect with Ogre and clears it out of the zone. Arapahoe dumps it down deep. Landon gives chase. Littleton D comes up with the puck. Sends it up the wing to run the breakout. Hits Mike in the center ice. 1-on-2. Mike takes it wide. Gets a shot. Oh, and it hit the crossbar. Oh, I almost feel like that could have went in. But we'll have to check the replay here in a second. They're not calling it. Pumped out of the zone. That's offsides by Arapahoe. Face-off will be all the way down in front of the Arapahoe goalie. Alti can't control it. Out on the face-off. Wrapped around the boards. Held in by Wilmer. Loose puck battle on the half boards. Alti comes up with it. Takes it down deep into the corner. Loses the puck. Still loose puck battle. Wilmer steps up. Going to dump it down deep. Alti gives chase. Picked up by the Arapahoe D. Forechecking hard by Bacon. Comes up with it. Centers it. Nobody's there. Arapahoe picks it up. Going to skate it out of the zone. Littleton stands up in the neutral zone. Can't come away with the puck. Arapahoe skates it in the zone. Littleton's battling, trying to push it out. Can't clear it. Still stick handling. Loose puck. Finally, Littleton still can't clear. Arapahoe skates it down into the Littleton corner. Littleton picks it up, sends it up to the point. The D holds it in. Loose puck battle. Wilmer has it. Tries to punch up short side. Boards can't get it out. Sorry about the camera work there. Shot. Blocked. Not out. Finally, Littleton's going to clear it. Arapahoe's going to skate it back in. Can't get to the center of the net and get a shot. Good job on the back check there. Bernsey sends it up and out. And we're going to have an icing here. Just come back down in front of Connor. 8:02, first period. Down 1-0 to Arapahoe. Navy. We got the Dawson line out. Goad and Laser on D. Face off down, controlled by Dawson. Push forward, pocket picked. Littleton forechecking hard. Applying good puck pressure. Eli gets out of the zone. Sends it up, can't connect with Dawson. Loose puck at the red line. Hard to see the action close on the close boards. Dumped into the Littleton zone. Littleton D wraps it around. Winger needs to be there. Eli can't connect. Dawson picks it up. Skates up. Headbands the pass. Can't connect with Coy. Puck goes into the corner. Coy gives chase with Dawson. Sends it up. Littleton's going to run their breakout. Gets it out of the zone to Laser. Laser passes it back up to the blue line. Can't get it deep. Get it into the zone. Eli can't get it deep. Back out to Laser. Laser over to Goad. Goad up to Dawson. Can't get it in. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Dawson picks it up. Gonna skate it in wide. Drives it down low. Gets by his deep. Power move to the net and takes some collision. Puck comes loose. Miles gonna pinch it. Hold it into the zone. Can't hold it in. Centers it on a dangerous pass to Laser. Good transition there for the Hawks. Get it back into the zone. Eli has it. Sends it over Dawson. Goes in front and covered. Dawson gets taken down from behind in front of the net. It's kind of a dirty little play, but looks to be all right. 6:35, first period. Still 1-0 Arapahoe. Yeah, Mike, Ogre, and Kingstein here. With Luke and Landon on D. Let's see if we can't get a goal here. Face off, one to Kingstein. Passes it back to Luke. Luke's shot blocked. Picked up by Ogre. Thrown in front by Mike. Can't get the shot on net. Goes wide. Battled down low. Kingstein can't come up with it. Ogre has it in the corner. Steven can't control it. Puck's loose. Ogre's and Kingstein chase on the half boards. Still loose puck. Kingstein comes up with it. Gives it down low to Mike. Mike centers it. Picked off. Kingstein forechecks down low. Still wrapped back up. The D pinches, and they're going to skate by us. We need a back check here. Giving up a 2-on-1 opportunity. Toe drag, and he trickles through, but Connor comes up with a big save. Good effort there, Connor. 5:54, first period. Face off. One by Littleton. Mike skates it out of the zone. Get through the neutral zone. And they're going to call that offsides. Didn't see that, but yes, the refs did. So face off at the far dot along the blue line. Well, it's going to be a close dot. Face off down. Punched into the Littleton zone. Loose puck battle on the short boards. And controlled by Rappo. They're going to skate it out. Headman pass. And Coop stands him up. Puck goes into the corner. Coop's going to get there. Sends it up to the D. And Rappo holds it in. Finally, Ogre gets it out. We got a 2-on-1 developing. Steven passes over to Mike. Mike catches it. Still has it in front. Shot! Oh, and a kick save, and it just goes wide of that far right corner. Mike has again shot from low angle, saved by the goalie. And we're going to get a whistle. Ulti out here on the draw. 5:06, first period. Ulti wins the faceoff back. Controlled by Littleton. Can't get the shot off. Punched out of the zone. Ulti has it. Can't control. Littleton needs to clear. They do. Puck's picked up by Rappo. Skated through the neutral zone. Going to enter the zone. D forces him wide into the far corner. Centered block. Picked up by Littleton D. Miles has it behind the net. Stops. Reverses. Passes over to his D partner. Laser looks for Ogre. Picked up by Arapaho. And a shot wide. Goat has it. Passes it up to Ulti. Ulti's going to try to skate it out. Gets it out of the zone. Passes it up to Billy. Still in the zone. Ulti takes it in the far corner. Centers. Nobody home. Loose puck. Front of the net. Billy gives hard chase. Ulti and Billy forechecking hard behind the net. Daisy pokes at it. Can't hold it in the zone. Rappo's going to skate it up. Laser picks it up. Sends it over to his D partner. Littleton Hawks can't get it out of the zone. Shot on the net. Easy save by Connor. Rebound controlled by Laser. Sent around behind the net. Picked up by Luke in the corner. Sent up to the half boards. And Littleton's finally able to clear. A little bit of trouble in the beginning of the game getting the puck out of the zone. Can be costly. Shot by Littleton. Blocker save in the corner, or to the corner, and the puck clears. Littleton gets chase. Luke passes it back up the short boards. And Littleton has it, can't get it deep. Shot all the way down by Arapaho. On goal, so no icing. Picked up by the D. Landon skates it in the corner. Passes it up to the wing. Coy is unable to control it in the neutral zone. Picks it up. He's going to skate it into the zone. Littleton on the attack rush. And the puck got away from us there. All right, Landon chases the puck down the Littleton corner. Passes over to Bernsey. Bernsey up to the winger. Eli's unable to control. Pops out of the zone. Dawson forechecks hard. Loose puck battle in the neutral zone. Dumped into the Littleton end. Picked up by Wilmer. Gonna skate it down behind the net. Over to his D partner and up to the boards. Can't get to the winger. Centered. Nobody's home. Picked up by Dawson. Dawson skates it up ice through the neutral zone. Got 3-on-3 here. Dawson centers it to Coy. Can't get a shot. Down below the net. Wrapped around to the point. Point gives a shot. Blocked. Pops out of the Littleton zone. That's offsides. Face-off is going to be at center for the offsides call. Mike takes the draw over to Kingseed. Back to Laser. Laser to Goad. Good transition here. Up to Ogre. Gets it into the zone. Centers it. Can't connect. Miles pitches. Tries to hold it in. He does. Momentarily pops out though. Back to Kaysen. Kaysen passes wide over to Ogre. Ogre has it in the middle. Stick handling. Passes it to Kingseed. Kingseed get back to Ogre. Loose in front. And goes behind the net. Kingseed has it. Passes up to the D. Laser with a shot. Goes wide. Ogre's going to pick it up along the half board. Comes to the point. Miles pitches. Holds it in. Puck down in the corner. Loose puck. Littleton picks it up. Centers. Nobody's home. And finally covered by Arapahoe. Some good offensive zone pressure there. Good pinch by the D to keep the puck in the attack zone. We got still the same line with Mike, Steven, and Kingseed. So William. Face off. Mike's going to try to go with the backhand right to Kingseed. Can't control it. But that's a good play. We've seen that work a couple times. To the point. Shot down low. Backdoor open and a goal! From Mikey to Ogre. And Ogre pokes it home on the left side. Beats the goalie. And ties the game. 53 seconds left in the first. 1-1 Littleton Hawks. Great job there on passing. Way to find the guy open on the back door there, Mike. Great assist. Great finish. All right. Let's finish strong here in the last 53 seconds. Mike's on the face-off. Face-off hit all the way down to the Littleton defensive end. The D's going to get there first. Passes it up to the winger. Winger can't control it. Goes to the point. Oh, and Littleton has an opportunity here. Ogre's up front. 1-on-1. Stick handle shot. And pad save. Ogre's going to get in the corner. 31 seconds left. And Arapahoe's going to clear it all the way out. And that's going to be an icing. 25 seconds left. It's going to be all the way down in front of the goalie on their left. Or our left is right. Good shift there by Steven, Kingseed, and Ogre. We got Alti out here with Bacon and Daisy. Wilmer and Bernsey face off down in the slot. Dangerous play. Finally, Arapahoe clears it out. They throw it up. 1-on-1 battle. Oh, shot goes way wide. 12 seconds left. Alti's there on the boards. Down in the corner. Wilmer needs to just kill it. Eat up the clock. Oh, and they got a shot through the crease and wide into the far corner. Picked up by Littleton. Sent up to Alti, and that's going to be the end of the period. A little bit more danger than we want to give up, but still good last-minute effort. Goal in the last minute to tie it up. Be back in just a minute. All right, 12 minutes on the clock. Start the second period here. Connor's still in goal. And we got the Alti line out here with Billy and Alex. And we got on D, it looks like Burns and I can't see the number. All right, face off. One back into the Arapaho end. And turnover by Arapaho. Billy picks it up in the corner. Centers it and goes through the slot. Picked up by Alti. Loses his edge. Picked up by Arapaho. We're going to skate it out of the zone. Littleton needs to pressure the puck. Passed it up and can't control by Littleton. Loose puck down in the corner. Picked up by Alti. Good defensive effort by the center down low. Burnsies slightly checks the guy, knocks him down, picks up the puck, and sends it up the winger. Day can't get it out, but Alti finally pinches it out. Through the neutral zone, can't connect to Billy. Loose puck. Alti's going to pick it up, and he gets tripped. And Littleton's going to get a power play here. Can't trip our guy and create an opportunity without getting a whistle there or penalty. So good call by the Stripes. Like to see that. Face-off should be down in front of the Arapaho goalie. 11-12, second period. 1-1 tie. Face-off. One back by Arapaho, but right into the goalie. Immediately covered, and we'll do this again. Dawson Coy and Eli out there with Laser and Goad. Face off still. One back to Arapaho and right back to the goalie, and we'll try this a third time. Littleton's going to make a line change here, so it'll take just a second. 50 seconds left on the power play. Let's go, Hawks. Face off. One back to the Littleton D. Shot from the point. Deflected in front. Loose puck. Juicy rebound. Let's get there. Coy picks it up. Has it down in the corner. Sends it behind the net. Eli's forechecking hard. Sent up. Held in by the point. D-to-D pass. Still in the zone by Laser. Laser shot. Deflects off a helmet. And into the corner. Eli picks it up. Eli up to the point. Shot by Burnsy. Deflected. Picked off. And Arapaho's going to skate it out. That's a big defenseman right there. Skates it all the way down in the Littleton defensive corner. Loose puck into the far corner. Going to be picked up by Arapaho. Littleton needs two on the puck. We have a power play. Shot. Saved by Connor. Into the far corner. Finally, Littleton picks up the puck. Eli picks it up. Finds Dawson. Can't control the puck, but it pops out into the neutral zone. Dawson forechecks hard. Knocks the puck loose. Picked up by Coy. Coy's going to skate it in. He has a breakaway or a chance. And he throws it behind the net. Couldn't get the shot off. Arapaho skates it behind the net. Sends it wide to their winger. Winger finds the center and runs a good breakout. And Littleton is going to get it sent back down deep. And the D picks it up, wraps it around to the winger. Mike picks it up. They're going to call offsides on that. It looked like the guy was dragging his toe, but my partner here, my son, says it was offsides. The refs seem to think. So we'll do a face-off, 9:29, second period, 1-1 tie. It's going to be center ice here. Face-off. Won by Littleton, sent into the Arapaho zone, picked up by Arapaho D. Loose puck battle in the neutral zone. Littleton pushes it in, gets it deep. Arapaho tries to push it up the boards. Oh, Littleton can't control, and they got a 2-on-0 breakaway. Oh, no. And they shot wide. Connor didn't even have to make a save. Defensive breakdown there, but we recovered. Littleton picks up the puck. Pinkseed pushes it down deep in the corner and forechecks hard. Picked up by Ogre. Centered. Saved by Arapaho. Shot again. Saved by Arapaho again off the rebound. 8:32 first second period. 1-1 tie. Gonna have the Alti line coming out with Alex and Billy. Bernsey and Wilmer on D. Face off, one over to Kingseed. Can't get a shot off. Bernsey holds it in momentarily, but it pops out. And Littleton gives up a breakaway again. Oh no, and Arapahoe is gonna score. Pinching on the defensive blue or offensive blue line is dangerous, and it burned Littleton there. 8:21, 2-1. Arapahoe over Littleton right now. We got the Dawson line out there. And Coy and Alexander. Laser and Goad on defense. Let's get it back, boys. Let's go, Hawks. Face off. One by Eli. Gets it into the zone. Falls down. Picked up by Dawson. Shot deflected, and it goes wide. Camera. Oh, the camera. Action with the camera here. Loose puck battle in the close corner. Picked up by Littleton. Flung wide. Eli's going to get there first. Passes back to the point. Doesn't get anything on it. Sent back down to Eli from the point. Finds Laser. Laser's Deeks. Picked up by Knox. Sent wide to Coy, and Eli is down down there, and Coy can't get the shot either. Up front, Coy has it. Shot, goal! I can't tell if that was Coy or Eli, but Littleton punches it back in. Ties the game 2-2, 7:40, second period. Way to battle back there, Hawks. I think it was Eli or Coy got the goal there. Either way, great shift. Come back and score the goal. All right. Same line out there. Eli picks it up to center ice. Makes a stick handle move. Has a breakaway. Shot and saved by the goalie. And he has it between his legs. Loose puck still punched in front. Loose puck still. Yes, and they punch it in. I think Eli or Coy got that one again. 2 goals on that shift by that line. Great effort, Hawks. I think Eli punched that in the way he's celebrating. Littleton takes the lead, 3-2, 7:28, second period. Brad says, Eli Alexander, my boy, got that one. Good job, Eli. Face off, one by Littleton. Ogre has it. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Back to the Littleton D. Sends it wide. Kingston can't quite connect. Picks it up on the short boards. Flings it into the zone. And forechecks hard. Mike picks it up, shot, and sends wide. Ogre's going to get the puck first in the corner. Skates it down low. Needs to make a pass. Flings it to Kingseed. Can't control it. Loose puck behind the net. Rapo's going to get it. Ogre forechecks. And comes up to the point. Luke's going to pinch. Holds it in. Shot blocked. Mike picks it. Ogre picks it up front. Shot. And the goalie makes a save. Goes into the close corner. Loose puck down low. Kingseed tries to center it. Nobody's home. Pops up the boards, and Arapahoe's going to send it out. Littleton regroups. Sends it over to Kingseed. Kingseed gets in the far corner. Arapahoe sends it around behind the net. Kingseed picks it up in the high slot. Breakaway. And shot saved by the goalie. Oh, what an opportunity there for William. He's unable to bury it, but great chance. After great chance. Littleton's rolling right now. Let's go, Hawks. Looks like we got a goalie change by the Hawks. I don't think, goalie change for the Warriors, but Connor stays in net for the Hawks. Alti with the faceoff. Billy in the high slot, looking for the faceoff win. Billy gets it, can't get the shot off, and he finally does, and it goes wide into the corner. Littleton forechecks hard, picks it up. Dave centers it. Held in by Littleton. D momentarily pops out. Littleton back checks, picks off the pass. Alex stick handles in, can't get it deep. Alti pinches on the boards. Alti skates it in, centers it to Day. And Arapahoe is going to send it out. Littleton D owns it. Transition. Littleton clears the zone, gets it back in. Alti They're going to call that offsides. I thought they cleared the zone. 5:44, 3-2 Littleton, second period. Face off, one by Littleton. Skating by Billy. Billy can't get a shot, centers it. Sends it down low. Rappo comes up with it. They're going to skate it out of the zone. Headman pass, goes wide. Littleton, D picks it up, puts it up the boards. D pinches, holds it in the zone. Alti picks it up. Rappo gets it, reverses it down in the corner. Tries to run breakout up the boards. Burnsy pinches and holds it in. This puck battle. Still held in. Momentarily, Rappo's going to clear it. Alti poke checks away. Littleton on sides. Alti picks it up, centers it, and Days tries to get the shot and covered by the Arapahoe goalie. We're going to get a line change on Ford and D here. 4:51, second period. 2-2 tie. Or 3-2 Littleton, sorry. Yeah, we're up here. Dawson with the draw. Coy on his right, Eli on his left. Face off. One back to the Arapahoe side. They're going to pick it up and skate it out of the zone. Let's get it into the Littleton zones. Cross ice pass to the point. Oh, I forgot to mention, we did have the goalie change. Emma's now in goal. Good luck, Sparkles. Great job, Connor. Shot way high and wide. Set back up to the point. Shot towards Emma, deflected wide again. Rappo's winning loose pucks here. Sent down deep in the corner. Again, going to be won by Arapahoe. A little physical battle there. Try to run a breakout. Deep pinches and holds it in. Now we have 3-on-1 developing. If we can control it and we can't. Oh, unfortunate opportunity there, lost. Littleton D picks it up, sends it back up the board. Can't get out of the zone. Laser gives battle in the corner. All three Hawks there. Bunched up a little bit. Up to the point. Rappa holds it in. Shot blocked. Pops into the middle. Dangerous play. Shot. And it goes wide. Deflected. Controlled by Laser. Reverses it behind the net. Makes the pass up. The defenseman can't hold it in for Arapahoe. Pops up. Now we got a 2-on with Coy and Dawson. Dawson to Coy. Passes in. Oh, man. Almost had a goal there. Coy just barely deflected it and hit the outside of the net. Pass up to the point. Laser has it. Shot high, wide, deflected. Good opportunity there. Turnover on the breakout by Arapahoe. Coy throws it on net, and that's going to be a whistle. Couple good chances there. Another good shift by the Dawson line. We're going to have Mike's line out here with Steven and William. Luke and Landon on D. 2:28 left in the second period. 3-2 Hawks. Let's go Hawks. Get another one here. It's going to be really great in the last minute or two. Face off, won by Arapahoe. Steven punches back down low. Arapahoe player takes a dive under the ice. Back up to Landon. Landon back down low. Kingseed gives chase. Going to get there first. Tries to center it. Can't. Has it behind the net. Finds Ogre. Ogre shot. Wide. Picked up by Arapahoe by the net. Flung up to the point. Got to be held in. Pass wide to Ogre. Picked off. And Arapahoe is going to clear him. All the way down in Littleton zone. Behind the net. Picked up by Mike. Punched up the board. Ogre picks it up. Can't get it out. It was puck along the blue line. Arapo picks it up, makes a toe drag move. Poke check by Littleton. Littleton finally is going to get it out. We got a 3-on-1 developing. Pass it up to Ogre. Ogre tries to center it, gets blocked. Centering pass. Nobody's home. Arapo picks it up, skates it out of the zone. Littleton D picks it up. Landon sends it up the boards. Luke has the puck, skates it in the far corner. Someone needs to cover for the D. Luke centers it. Kingseed picks it up at the point. He's covering. And shot blocked, pops out of the zone, and that's going to be offsides. 1:23 left in the second period. Littleton up by 1. Face off at center ice. Face off down. One by Littleton. Shot way wide of Emma. Picked up by Arapo. Pressured by Littleton D. Pumps it up the boards to Alex Day. Alex can't get it out. Finally does. Sets it up, but not enough for an icing. Arapo D gives chase. Littleton forechecks hard. Billy picks it up in the zone. Shot. Oh, and the goalie makes a glove save and it bounces wide. Arapahoe whips it behind their net. Alex forechecking hard. And Arapahoe's going to get out the zone. Alti's battling on the blue line. Alex skates it in. Rips the shot. Oh, it goes wide. Loose puck. Offsides. Puck just popped out on the blue line there, and the D brought it back in. 26 seconds left, second period. We got Coy, Shaggy, and Easy out there. Laser and Goder on D. Face off. Loose in the middle zone, and it's finally going to be punched into the zone. Warriors clear it back out in the neutral zone. Laser picks up. Stops the Warriors. Puck finally in the zone. Johnson gives chase. Centers it. Tipped, deflected, picked up by Warriors. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left, and that's going to be the end of the period. All right. 1 period to go. 3-2. Hawks up. Let's finish strong, team. Be back in a second. All right, 12 minutes on the clock. 3-2 Littleton, start of the third period. Face off by Dawson. Well, controlled by Arapahoe. Battle on the boards. 2 players go down. Eli has it, headmans it to Dawson. Gets it deep into the zone. Dawson skates hard, wins the loose puck. Toe drags, gets it behind the net. Into the far corner. And Arapahoe is going to clear it up to center ice. Arapahoe stick handles into the zone. Laser forces him into the corner. Good defense there. Kaysen. Picked up by Kaysen. Headbands it up to Eli. Eli picks it up at the red line. Tries to stick handling it in. Can't get it deep. Finally dumps it down low. Picked off. Eli falls down. Loose puck battle. And some sloppy play in the neutral zone here. Brought into the zone by Arapaho along the boards. Littleton pressuring hard. Centered pass. Picked off by Littleton. Sent out of the zone. Going to be picked up by Shaggy. Shaggy skates it wide. 1-on-3. Deke handles through. Shot and just a great save by a Littleton goalie. Face off. Controlled by the Arapaho. Held in by the King seat at the point. Down low to Mike. Mike centers it. Blocked. Picked up by Arapaho. Stolen by Littleton. Mike shot. Saved by the goalie. Pops out in front. Mike has it behind the net. Centers it. Picked off by Arapaho again. Landon Young pinches. Shoots it back down beneath the goal. Landon has it again. Shoots it to the far corner. Going to be picked up by Mike. To the point. Littleton holds it in still. Good play by the D. And Arapaho finally clears. Cross ice pass to Ogre. Ogre has the red line. Punched in. Arapaho sends it back out all the way down. No icing here. DDD pass. Need to run the breakout, Littleton. Winger picks it up. And Arapaho is able to hold it in momentarily. It pops out. Ogre gives chase. Push down into the zone. King Seat has it. Passes it down low to Ogre. And he shoots and it goes in. I'm not sorry. That's not Ogre. That's Mike Linson. Punches it in far side on a broken play. Great job, Littleton. 9:17, third period. 4-2, Hawks. Rush line out here with Alti, Day, and Bacon. Face off won by Warriors. Sent down deep into the zone. Littleton D unable to win the battle. Picked up by Arapaho. Arapaho skates. Shot on Emma. Great glove save. Able to control it. No rebound. 9:04, third period. Those saves there. Sparkles. Good positioning. Face off. Won by Arapaho. Back, but out of the zone. Littleton forechecks hard. Alti picks it up. Shot wide. Wilmer holds it in or gives up the blue line. Arapaho punches it out. Headman pass. Picked up. Challenged by Burns. Loose puck. Alti's there. Punch down low. Centering pass. Controlled by Littleton. Up to the point for Arapaho. Shot blocked. Picked up by Billy. And that's going to be an icing sent all the way down. We'll go back down here in front of Emma. 8:25, third period. 4-2, Littleton. We're going to have the Dawson line out here with Eli and Coy. And Miles and Kaysen. Face off. Won by Arapaho, but punched out of the zone by Littleton. Littleton forechecking hard. Able to run a breakout. Centering pass controlled by Littleton. Kaysen hasn't. I think we've got a penalty here. No, I think we've got an offside call. Never mind. Maybe it's just my observation, but We need to start winning some draws here. Face off again. One back to the little Arapahoe D. Sent deep into the Littleton zone. Miles chases it. Kaysen picks it up behind the net. Terrible turnover. Right in front of the net. Emma makes a save. Oh, we got lucky there. Got to make sure we're safe with the puck down by the goal line. Got lucky there. We got Mike on the face-off. Ogre to his left, Kinger to his right. Miles and Laser on D. Face-off again, one back to the Arapahoe side. In the high slot, loose puck. And send up to the point and out by Littleton. Mike gives chase in the attack zone. Littleton D reverse, or Arapahoe D reverses it. King Seed has it back down low to Mike. Sends it back to Ogre. Ogre in front. Passes up to Kinger. Doesn't go through. And Arapahoe clears it out. Laser pulls it back. Arapahoe picks it up. And it trickles wide of Emma down behind the Littleton net. Kaysen battling in the corner. Falls down. Arapahoe center is picked up by Littleton. Kaysen sends it behind the net. Littleton's going to get there. To get out of the zone. Headman pass, can't connect. And that's way offsides. Sorry about the camera there, folks. 6:41, third period. 4-2 Hawks. I'm going to push this face off all the way to the Littleton offensive blue line. Face off won by the Warriors again. Littleton forechecks. Picks it up. Alti centers it. Nobody's home. Alti has it behind the net. Centers it again. Looking for Alex. Can't connect. Warriors pick it up. And skated it out of the zone. Sent back in by Littleton. Arapahoe D has it. Skates behind their net. Alti's forechecking hard. Oh, Littleton's doing dangerous play. Or Arapahoe's doing dangerous play. Stick handling in front of their net. They send it up. And Landon Young poke checks it away. Alti hits it, smacks it up to the D. D pinches, holds it in. Oh, Littleton picks it up, sends it out of the zone. I think this is going to be an icing. Nope, it's not. Must have been touched. Forecheck. Littleton has it behind the net. Out front, and a score! Billy Bacon puts that one home. Good job, Billy. Great pass from behind the net. And Littleton takes the lead. 5-2. 5:42 in the third period. Great passing there. Dawson line out there. Face off one by Littleton. Turnover. Arapahoe picks it up. Tries to get in zone. They do. Stood up by the D. And picked up by Coy. And sent out of the zone wide. Eli forechecking hard. And that's dumped back in offsides. That should come all the way back down to the dot by the Arapahoe blue line again. Good read by the refs there, in my opinion. 5:25, third period. Dawson on the face-off. Shaggy tries to push forward. Controlled by Littleton. Shaggy has it. Had his pocket picked by Arapahoe. Arapahoe skates it back up the ice. Littleton forechecks hard. Gets it in the zone, applies pressure, turns it over, and Littleton punches it out. Coy forechecks. And Arapahoe can't run a breakout, turns it over in the slot. Dawson with the shot that's blocked. Coy picks it up. Shot blocked again into the far corner. Arapahoe picks it up, centers it. And we're going to get a penalty there for a trip. 4:48, Third period, up 3 goals, and Littleton's going to be on the penalty kill. I think that was Coy, number 15, but I can't quite read the number from over here. Draw. Punched out of the zone and immediately pushed back in offsides by Arapahoe. We'll do this again, but from the neutral zone. At the close dot here. We got Ogre and Mike out there, face off. One back to the Arapahoe D. And then pushed up. Ogre has it, shot, bouncing puck, and the goalie makes a save. Short-handed, got the goal there, or shot on goal there, but unable to bury it. We got Ogre and Mike on the penalty kill. Face off one by Arapahoe. Down into the corner. Forecheck by Littleton. Arapahoe's going to skate it out. Littleton D drops back. Cross-ice pass, can't connect for Arapahoe. Picked up by Littleton. Mike's going to forecheck hard. See if he can't get it. Finally sent out of the zone by Arapahoe. Ogre picks it up, skates it into the zone, loses control of the puck. Picked up by the Warriors D, and they're going to skate it behind the net. Reverses. Back up the strong side. And cleared out up to Miles. Miles passes it up to Mike. Holds it in the zone momentarily. Can't. And good job by these defensive, Littleton. Not giving up any time in the offensive zone. Pass from the D up to Ogre. Ogre's going to skate it in. Ogre centers it. Nobody home. Can't connect. Arapahoe clears it out. They're going to skate it into the zone. Littleton D's back. Good forecheck. Can't get a shot off. Down behind the net. Littleton's going to be there first. Punches it up, but the D pinches and holds it in. Kinger picks it off, and we have a 2-0 developing. The headman for Mike. Oh, Mike takes a clapper and misses it wide. And he's trying to punch it in still, but the Arapahoe goalie's going to get the cover. And Arapahoe comes through and takes a swipe at our player on the ground. And we're not going to get any calls there. A little cheap play, but let's hold it together, team. Finished 3 minutes, 5 seconds left in the third period. Finished strong. Face off, one by LT, over to Alex. Alex in the slides, can't get the shot off. Loose puck down low. Alex still battling. LT battling. Picked up by a little mighty speedy guy of Arapahoe. Tries to stick him out of the zone. Luke stands him up well. Loose puck battle in the neutral zone. Picked up by Alti. Skates it in. Punch back out by Arapahoe. Pushed back in by Littleton. And loose puck right at the blue line. Right there, Arapahoe bench. Tie it up. Eat up the clock. Alex picks it up. And still free in the neutral zone. Alti forechecks hard. Arapahoe sends it in. Littleton tries to punch it out. Can't get it out. Second try, can't get it out. Third try, can't get it out. Breakaway in front and shot hits the side of the net. Emma's holding that post wide. Good positioning there, Emma. Loose puck down low. Littleton D comes up with it. Can't connect on a pass. Centering. Littleton picks it off. Down behind the net. Center round. Winger for Littleton picks it up and punches it out of the zone. Oh, offsides there. Alex is trying to clear the zone and gets nailed. Skating backwards. And the Arapahoe player seems to have taken the worst of that. 1:37 left in the third period. Going to be a face-off at the blue line. Arapahoe blue line. Eli, Dawson, and Coy out there. Dumped down deep by Littleton. Forechecked hard by Dawson. Set up the boards. Arapahoe's going to run their breakout. Sends it wide. The D picks it up. Eli in transition picks it up. Slides it wide for Coy. Can't connect. Eli still forechecking. And we're going to have a penalty here. Strip. Is this going to be on Eli? Yeah, Eli Alexander is going to take a minor penalty for tripping there. Minute 10 left. So Littleton will be 5-on-4 for the next 60 seconds out of the next 70 left in the game. Face off, won by Arapahoe. Shot from the point, blocked. Mike passes it up. Mike has it, 2-on-1. One tries to drive through the zone, gets knocked down. No call on that. Arapahoe's got their best players out here on their last shift, I bet. 2-on-2. Shot, Sparkles sends it wide. Shot his side of the net, controlled by Littleton D. Sends it up, the D pinches, holds it in. Shot again from the point, blocked by Littleton. Has it in the corner, punches up the boards. Can't get it out, back down to the corner. Then behind the net. Arapahoe's there first. Mike forechecks, pokes the puck. Can't connect, centering pass. And shot and score by Arapahoe. With 20.5 seconds left. Should take the 11 seconds off the penalty, but we're still up 5-3. LT on the face-off here. Finish the game. Picked up by Ogre. Stick handles. Shot. Blocked. Goes wide. Picked up by their Arapahoe D. Skates behind the net. Forecheck by Littleton. Up to the boards. See if we can run a trap on their breakout. We do. We hold it in. Sent back into the corner. Billy has it. Battles. And that's the end of the game. Way to come back for the battle back for the win there, Littleton Hawks. And we got another game tonight. And we'll see you then, folks. Yeah, 5-3 final. Let's see if I can pull up the stat sheet here. See if I can get a recap of the stats here.
You gonna tape the next game?
Thank you all for tuning in. I unfortunately can't figure out how to pull up the stats on someone else's phone, but check game sheets for all your stats. And we'll see you tonight. Cheers.